flashing. All right.
Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming.
Hello.
Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming.
You might not recognize me on account of the 3 years since the last stream. Amongst other changes, you know, the hair's a different color. That's a pretty big one. You know, that would definitely take me out. Music too loud. Okay, that's easy. Oh damn, the chat box is sideways. How about now for the music? What do you feel about the wrong direction chat? Let me see if I can fix that. How's the music now? Versus the voice. The audio, as it were. Still loud. Interesting, because I turned it right down. Oh shit, man. Try now. Better? Fixed? Good now. Sweet. All right, let's just keep fiddling things. It has been a little while, and so I have to reset up a bunch of stuff and things that are, you know, not working out so well. All right, so I fixed the chat box thing, so messages shouldn't disappear anymore. All right, let me just change something on my end, because I'm struggling to hear myself talk. Go like that. All right. So it's been 3 years, and a lot has happened in 3 years. So the first major one is I've recently had throat surgery. And so my voice is a little bit funky, and it's taking some time to heal and come back good. However, a big part of that throat surgery is that I am encouraged to spend as much time talking as I can to try and re-warm up and re-stretch things out so that I don't sound ridiculous. Hang on, why are you like this? I want this to be. Why should use headline? Headline. No, so cut from icons. All right. Oh, that's meant to work. My name has changed. Obviously, I am not the same person I was a few years ago, so we'll just get that out of the way early. You know. I'd prefer, if you remember me from back in the day, that you don't use my old name in chat. You know, doesn't feel the best, obviously. But we're back streaming. I've been very, very, very busy with work for the last several years. I had quite a full-on job that I was working since 2019. And I'm currently on a little bit of a hiatus, and I have a bit more free time. And so I thought, obviously, it'd be really nice to bring back the stream, which is what I've done. So I've set everything up, and you should be having my company a lot more regularly going forward. You know, hoping to be doing, you know, maybe 3 or 4 streams a week, and we're going to be getting back into all of the variety of games that I used to play. You'll just have to bear with me. Obviously, over the course of the next couple of weeks, my voice will sound a lot less strained than it does today. And I will be regularly drinking things and stuff throughout to try and, you know, work the whistle, as it were. But today, you know, we have a new Discord. And, you know, people have been voting on what game to stream. So we're going to be streaming Jurassic World. I'll be doing pretty regular polls and things like that to get feedback on what we're doing on the stream. So a little bit of direction. The new Discord link is below the stream, and I don't think the like chat command for the Discord will link to the right one. I've got to rework that out and take a minute. Been trying to get everything set up, but there's just lots and lots of stuff that I've forgotten about, and I've got to re-get used to. So if there's any questions or anything, I'm obviously happy to answer them about what I've been doing and how life has been. But other than that, I'm mostly going to just sort of jump back into gaming and hopefully continue to be entertaining. So like I said, today we are doing some Jurassic World Evolution 3. Not playing the new DLC. Heard it's not very good. Got to make sure that we've got some game audio. And we'll probably ditch the Spotify music while we do that. Because the game will entertain us, hopefully. Again, you'll just have to let me know if the audio is good game-wise. And I can keep adjusting things until we'll have the right balance, especially because obviously my voice is a bit scratchy. So getting that to work with the game audio might take a minute. So if anyone's not familiar with this, it's essentially, a pluck simulator kind of game where you are building your own Jurassic Park. Big fan of the dinosaur movies. You'll notice at the moment all of the stream alerts and stuff, if they come up for followers and subscribers, are very Jurassic Park themed as well as part of this. And we're basically just gonna fuck around and build some park. If anyone has a particular place they'd like it to be built in, I'm happy to take that feedback now and work out where we're going. I don't know if I have the... Oh yeah, there we go. See, we got like a welcome to the park. Thank you for following Myers Malice. Indonesia, China. It's pretty cool. Do like Japan. I've been on many trips to Japan over the last few years. Malta. Portugal. Small site. All right. Biosyn Sanctuary. The Lockwood Estate in California. Of course, we can go with the classic Jurassic Park. Isla Sorna for Site B, or just some generic countries. Feeling something kind of, Northwest USA, you can do something alpine. Let's go with Hawaii seems good. Canada or Germany? All right, hang on. Go back. Canada, Tega? Or a German... All right, calm coastal area. I do like the coast. Let's try Germany. Let's go with standard. Because, that seems good. Jurassic Park staff and guests. There's lots and lots of different settings when you're messing with Sandbox, which is fun. Gameplay-wise, I think we want everything to be pretty normal. Dinosaurs, normal. Park, environment, weather, default. Yep, that all seems good. Infinite candidate refreshes, no. All right, a standard game. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we can override our autosave. All right, to Germany for our new dinosaur adventure. Off we go. All right, so currently our park is closed and we just have a bare patch of dirt. Seems decently sized, so lots of different things to build. Obviously, the arrival point for our park is important. Also gives us like a nice clear picture of the borders, so we can decide where people are going to enter. There's a lot of different types of designs you can do. lots of customization as well within that. All right. This is a pretty interesting little kind of jutting off point where we could definitely have people sort of enter our park as a whole. Where's my site map? So this is my buildable area. So feels like it might be difficult to get a good dinosaur park. Like, what do you call it? Word's hard. Enclosure, a dinosaur enclosure up in this top corner. So this might be a good spot for an entry point to the park, you know, some amenities. And then as you enter the park fully through this chunk here, we can look at potentially getting into some enclosures on the sides. So something you can't build directly into the water, but and there can be some themed areas as we go in. So I do think this little bit at the top here is going to be our entrance. So let's have a look at some of the different arrival points. Alpine Europe entry. So you arrive by helicopter. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's wedge that as far over to the side as we can because we want to really maximize our space. Carefully make some micro adjustments. Very particular about my park design. All right. So from there, we're going to need a few other things to get going. We're going to need a path. I feel like some kind of a cobblestone gives me a bit of the vibe. Broken path, coarse sand, herringbone. Don't love the herringbone. Tiled stone. Not loving it. Cobblestone. At the moment, I'm just comparing to decide what we're going with. This have got like mossy cobblestone. Against these mountains and this alpine area. Rustic? What are we feeling? Classic? That's boring. I think the rustic path is serving. Obviously, we can also adjust some of the colors and things. So maybe a bit more of a gray shade to some of the rustic design would be good. I'll try that. So that's like a more of a gray rustic. Which gets me towards a bit more of the cobblestone vibe without necessarily being cobblestone. I think I'm going to go with that. So let's go kind of straight into the park. All right. And then we'll just quickly get rid of all of this. So let's look at some important buildings that we're going to need to make our park function. We're going to need a headquarters for our park. Let's go check out some community creations for our control center. Let's see if we can find something to fit our kind of alpine vibe. It's really cool that people can design their own custom buildings and then upload them, and then you get to use them. I'm a big fan of that. So we'll see if we can find something that works for us. Copper Hill. Oh, a super visitor center? A rustic control center? Kind of like that for an alpine vibe. Let's have a better look. Yeah. I think that works for me. A woodland theme park based on an American cabin. Let's install that blueprint, and then that becomes a design we can use in the park. So as visitors enter, they're going to head past our science center, which we're going to tuck up here, I think, is good. And we will connect that in with our rustic path, like so. And it's going to need a power supply. So let's go to power. We want a backup generator. And again, let's go check out some community creations and see if we can find something rustic. Nope. Let's try alpine. Okay, yep. Some alpine generators. Not loving it. Let's go wood. Modern atrium substation. That's kind of cool. Maybe cabin power generator will give us something. No, I guess we're just gonna browse. Fine with that. Copper Hill. Full theme backup generator. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so it's like built into a rock formation. It's got ferns, I think, on it. Doesn't feel quite right. What about this one? All right, this looks a bit more like it would be in a mountain. Let's give this one a go. Yes, that's great. That's what I wanted. So we'll tuck that in right here. And that's going to give power in a big circle around it. But it does require fueling. So we're going to have to work with that, which means we're going to need some form of maintenance. So we'll set up a maintenance outpost covering... Don't really want it to be the first thing you see when you walk into the park, so we might actually tuck it back a little bit here. It's going to cover less ground, but aesthetically it's going to be a lot more pleasing. So we'll chuck that in, like so. Maintenance posts obviously need maintenance workers to work on them, so let's grab a maintenance facility. And again, we really want to keep looking for things that'll fit our vibe. So let's try cabin. Yep, perfect. National park style maintenance facility, woodland maintenance facility. I kind of like this Jurassic Lodge. Check my profile for the rest of the set. I think I will. Create a profile. Do creations. Elevated redwood walkways, modern zoo, modern restroom, Jurassic Lodge. Okay, this is pretty cool. So if we use Jurassic Lodge as our search term going forward, we should be able to find a bunch of matching things that we can use. So let's grab that maintenance facility. We're going to chuck that back. Fit in the terrain. Yeah. Actually, what I want is I want a cloth to match going out a little bit, so I get it in a straight line. And then we'll go back and find our maintenance facility, which we've downloaded, and we'll line it up just right. You can see that we've lined it up with the path correctly. There. Stupendous. And so now that we have that maintenance facility installed, we can go back to our maintenance outpost and we can add a maintenance team. So maintenance post 1 can't find a route. Why can't they find a route? Shouldn't you be able to... Wait, hang on a second. The problem with some of these designs, let's take direct control of our car and go on a little adventure. Away we go. Seems pretty easy to get here. Are you good now that I've let you out of your enclosure? I wonder what was blocking it. Let's call this, we can rename our facility so we can keep track of things. Let's call this maintenance. Let's go entry. Maintenance. I promise we will get to the dinosaurs, but if Jurassic Park taught me anything, it's that you got to take adequate care of your park before you can start filling it with, you know, killer animals. Let's grab an expedition center is another important feature. And we're going to go search for Jurassic Lodge. Nope. All right. I guess we'll try searching here. Type lodge. Yep, there we go. Nice. Wow, that's stunning. All right. Let's go. Why can't I place you? Oh, because I haven't learned about staff centers yet, so I can't actually build the combo one. That's annoying. Let's just... So... I want to use it, but I can't. Let's try cabin. Not quite what I'm looking for. Not quite what I'm looking for. Damn, this one's just too good. Let's try like Alpine. Oh yeah, Rocky Mountain Expedition. That's pretty cool. Europe Alpine Expedition Center. I like that. I like that. Alpine Expedition Center. This looks great. Let's just use this one for now. We'll tuck that in next to our science center. So basically, science center is going to let us hire and manage our scientists. Expedition center is going to let us start going around the world to collect dinosaur fossils that we can use to genetically engineer our dinosaurs. All right. So path that in. And now we have access to the expedition map. And so we have some dinosaurs we can start to study. Unfortunately, we're obviously going to need scientists to send out. So let's start hiring. Scientists have a bunch of different stats. So they've got logistics, genetics, and welfare. Logistics is things like doing research projects or going on expeditions. Wow, brain really misfired on that one. Genetics is great for synthesizing dinosaurs, extracting genetic material out of fossils. Welfare is what we use for like hatching eggs and for doing vet work and things like that for our dinosaurs. They can have different traits and they cost different amounts of money. Money doesn't really matter in Sandbox. So we're just going to look for the right stat combinations. So like a generalist who's got good all-round skills, great. Welcome aboard, Gregory Daisley. We also love things like this for faster tasks. So we will pick you up. Faster extraction, great. Faster expeditions would be great. Yep, we'll pick that up. And let's just pick up faster incubations. Perfect. All right. So now if we go to the expedition map, we can see Dilophosaurus really takes me back. We can send all of our staff out to go and retrieve Dilophosaurus fossils. While they do that, we are going to build a science center, which is where we can start extracting things out of our fossils. So go to Lodge again, see if we can find the matching one. Perfect. 2 small hotels, control center, and a science center. I think that, holy shit, that's massive. I don't even know what to do with this. It's huge. All right, that's slightly beyond what I'm looking for. Let's steal someone else's design. There's only one. Let's try Alpine. Alpine Science Center, Alpine. What's floating my boat? This is kind of cool. Looks very much like the regular one. All right, that's cool. That's interesting. European Alpine. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I love this. All right, this is the one we're doing. And 5 stars in the campaign's final site. Can't use it. I've been tricked. I've been had. Oh. You know what? We're just gonna go for the classic Jurassic Park one. No, because it's gonna have the wrong. All right, hang on a second. Let me think about this. Let me think about this carefully. So frustrating. Let's just go like wood. No. Woods. No. Too lush. Let's just take a browse. What suits our aesthetic? That's kind of cool. Doesn't suit my aesthetic at all, but very cool. Let's sort by highest rated. Biosyn Science Center, Heavy Security Science Center, Park Headquarters, Rebirth Style, Arrival Airport, Jurassic Park Admin Facility, Asian Science Center, Jurassic World Genetics Lab, Japanese Research Center. Oh, we should have gone to Japan. Alpine. Let's have a look at how this Alpine one looks. Okay. That's more in line with what I'm looking for. Make sure I've lined it up the way I want. Again, let's put the road down first. Oh, and our expedition is completed, so we got some fossils we can start experimenting with. We just need the science center to do it. You can see the helicopter coming back from the expedition. So let's go. What do you mean you're bad? For location? No, you're fine. All right.
Attention all science personnel. Please report to the newly opened Science Center.
All right. Well, at the science center, we can have a look at our fossils. We can sell off things that are not extractable, but we have a bunch of Dilophosaurus DNA. So let's assign some people faster extraction. And we're going to meet a certain requirement of genetics. And the more you go over, the faster it'll go. So this will just get it all done. And now we've got the basic facilities to hire scientists. We can send them out on expeditions. We can do research and we can get fossils. What do you mean you can't find the route? What is wrong here? What is causing this issue? Yeah, I'm just gonna get in here and we're gonna edit some stuff about this building that's causing the issues, I feel. So let's just remove all of these fences, because I feel like they're contributing to our problems, as aesthetic as they may be. Like so. And let's just get like some of these out of the way. This game has phenomenal fine-tuning in terms of being able to adjust things. All right. Can you get there now? I'm not sure what the issue is exactly.
I have control.
Why do you not find a route? You're not working as a maintenance facility for me then. Be gone. And we'll go back and we'll try and find a different maintenance facility that works better because this Jurassic Lodge one apparently doesn't let us get there. All right. Alpine. Let's have a look. Alpine Park buildings, Alpine 3-in-1, Jurassic Lodge, Alpine maintenance facility, small Alpine maintenance. Stall blueprint. All right, let's give it a go. Oh yeah, it's just little. All right. Given how small you are, maybe I can like tuck you in somewhere over here. Yeah. Let's chuck you right in here. Oh, but then how are the cars going to get out to be able to service the park? What if I put you over here near the entry point? Is that going to give enough space? Yeah, I feel good. All right. Path not connected. Everything's got to have paths. We were using the rustic path. Oh, don't want to curve. It will connect it straight across. And we will assign AEST Team 3. And hey, look, they can drive out and do their job. Fantastic. Big fan. All right. So let's go back to here, view our fossils. We'll extract this last one. We'll just let 2 do it. And now we are going to want a place to get dinosaurs going, which is a hatchery. So let's take the hatchery and put it. So guests are coming into the park. There's a whole science setup. They're going to want to see dinosaurs at some point, I assume. Let's go with Maintenance Team 3 cannot find a route to Control Center 1. Can you not find a route? It's right here. Is the power plant causing these issues? All right, let's just get rid of this.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages.
Yes, the power's gone out.
Personnel, please respond.
Let's just take this and use it as our power station. See if we can get something going here. We could always put it here and then just plant foliage around it. That seems fine, right? Yeah, I'm good with that.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site.
Does this mean you can now maintenance here? Like, is that enough space? I loathe to start decorating things, but let's grab some conifer woodland, shrink the circle down, and we'll just cover the front of this and around here so that as you approach this, you can't see the power station. Maybe some, like, woodland around the front here. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Back to the conifer woodland. All right. Can make it autumnal. No. Back to the conifer. All right. We must live in harmony with nature. That's what I've learned from Jurassic Park. All right. And we'll build up and around here. There we go. It's all very heavily forested, as you would expect. I guess we could build our dinosaur hatchery here. Gotta make sure to keep up with our expeditions and things as we're going. Let's get some compies. And let's think about where our first enclosure is gonna go. Because this seems like a great spot for like a hybrid kind of semi-aquatic marshland kind of thing. Let's grab our path, our rustic standard path. And connect it at the end here. You can always curve it a bit. Give it like a gentle curve. To start heading down the mountain. Like so. Maybe we go like straight there, and then curve here. Seems good. All right, decent pathing. Don't need more paths. View expedition map. No expedition right now. We're gonna do fossils. Get more data on our compy, and again, everyone can go. All right. So our first enclosure. Let's grab a fence. Let's use this one. And let's set up an enclosure kind of... we might want some amenities here, so let's use the curving point as our first spot. And we'll go straight this way. I guess I might want to curve at the front. Let's go like this. Let's go like... they're like pretty harsh curve. Can we go like that? And then we'll curve up like that around this edge. And then go along the back wall in a straight-ish line. Yeah. Trying to think. Let's go. Let's try and keep it like parallel to the path. No, that seems stupid. Just go for maximum usable space. We'll go with a curve here. And then a straight line across this, like this, and then a curve, and then straight, and then a curve like that, and then straight to here, and then a curve like curve here, like so. And then we can come straight out along the path, like so, and connect. We did it. So let's go to research, because we need to get a few things sorted before we can get really going. So we definitely need a staff center, because at some point these staff are going to get angry and we're going to need to give them a break.
For your help on this one.
Fire someone. We're gonna skip these rewards for now, for the contracts, and we need to also construct a power supply, because obviously should our electric fences be unpowered, that would be not good. Let's do it just in the back corner here. Kind of. How does that look? That seems reasonable. Actually, want to move this and spin it around so that the entry point isn't like obviously tapped into the side of a mountain. It's about the realism, you see. We're going to need a gate to let the rangers go into the enclosure and check on the dinosaurs. We'll just chuck that around the back here. All right, we can build a staff center now, so we will. And again, we're going to go for a custom design, not custom design, sorry, we're going to steal a design, very important, on the workshop. We're looking for Alpine Staff Center, something reasonably sized and reasonable looking. Perfect. All right, we'll take that staff center and we'll put it in the gap that was made by our maintenance facility moving. Right about here. Yeah. We'll connect that with a path, like so. And now we've got a staff center. We can get more scientists, which is great. We'll expand the team. We'll get a generalist. Decreases task time. Yep, that's great. Faster research is great. And I think that's 3 people. Yep. We can also train these people as they start getting experience in different tasks and things. So let's train you to be better at logistics. Let's train you to be better at genetics. Maybe we'll just make you an all-rounder. Let's train you to be better at logistics because you're good for expeditions. You're good for synthesis, which means I want you to have a bit of welfare. You're good for incubation, so welfare is where I want you to be. You kind of have faster research, so logistics. You're just a great guy, hey, Adam. You have a positive influence on the people around you. I love that. I love that for you. So let's give you a boost to genetics. And our generalist, Ziara Lagos, you can get even better at genetics. For research, we want to get more viewing galleries. So faster research and positive influence is a great combo. I also think we want to start researching new dig sites so we can get new types of dinosaurs. This park feels like it's going to be pretty carnivorous, so let's start by focusing on getting some carnivore sites unlocked, and we will get that going. Now heading back over to our enclosure that we're working on. God, there's so much to do at all the times. See if we can get another dig site going with what we've got available. Omnivores? Omnivores are kind of like carnivores. Off you go, team. Start researching. Our enclosure is going to need a ranger outpost to come in and check on the dinosaurs. We kind of want it to cover a good amount. So let's go like here-ish. And then obviously we're going to need rangers to look after them. So let's go on to the workshop and we're going to find an Alpine themed ranger station. Alpine response facility, log cabin style ranger station. That's cool. Sort by rating, please. Compact Alpine ranger station. Yeah, let's do that. All right, and we'll put that. I don't want that to be closer towards where the dinosaurs are for obvious reasons, because, you know, we want them to be responding to the dinosaurs. It is very aesthetically different from all my other buildings. Do I care? I do care. Too particular. All right. Response facility. Show more. Alpine. Let's go with log cabin. Yeah, this is good. Very long. All right. Oh, that's an interesting long layout. I don't mind it, actually. I might put it more further this way, given how much floor space it takes up. Like here. And we'll connect that to a path, like so. It's powered, but it's not covered by maintenance, so we're going to need a second maintenance outpost. Realistically, we want a maintenance outpost to cover the fencing as well, because otherwise the fences will get into disrepair. And you know what happens to disrepaired fences when the carnivores get loose? Bad things. All right, assign a maintenance team. And then we're going to have to build another one to cover these fences down here. So we'll just chuck this, kind of making sure everything is covered like so. And we'll just assign the same team to come and check on that one. All right. And then the ranger team that we just recruited can come and look after this ranger outpost. And now the big thing we're missing is we need a way to view the dinosaurs inside the enclosure. And we also need a way to breed dinosaurs. So let's go with A standard viewing gallery isn't going to get much of a view, but we could go with a log viewing gallery inside the enclosure. Then you can see the dinosaurs up close. So let's go with that. We need it to not be in water, so let's remove water, like so. We will put water back in the enclosure because most dinosaurs need liquid to survive, much like many animals. Log viewing gallery. If we put it here, you get a decent view of both sides. If we put it here, kind of wasting an amount of the view. I like that, I think. And then we got to connect it to a remote entrance. So we'll just chuck that here. Can we get it close enough to the power? Yep. And then we got to connect that to a path. Like so. And so now you can head inside here. You'll pop out inside this log. And you can see into the park. Currently with no dinosaurs, you know, not ideal, but we'll grab the hatchery. Enclosures, a hatchery. So we can start building. We need it to be the other way around, please. So we can let dinosaurs be bred and released into the park. Let's put it right here. And then we need to give it a path. I'm definitely going with a here. I want to gently loop back to the road. And now we can start synthesizing dinosaurs. So we're going to start with Dilophosaurus. We can change their colors and their patterns. Let's go with, I like the pale with maybe like this kind of bluey green pattern for the girls. And then we'll go with the same light skin for the boys. We might do a different pattern on the frill, kind of like this. So we get that like that and this. So we can tell the two genders apart. Save and exit, and we will begin synthesizing some dinosaurs. Faster synthesis, positive influence. It will take 2 seconds. Synthesized. All right, and we got some viable eggs. We've got a mix of traits we will probably want to pass down. So let's make both of these two females, and we'll make these two males. Which will give us a population of 4. We'll start the incubation. We want faster incubation. We want positive influence. And we'll just stack it out. So it'll take 10 seconds to get our first batch of dinosaurs. Oh, camera didn't like the stretch. Let's see how we go. We will release our dinosaurs into the park. Look at them. Stunning. The frills. You know, if you're someone named Nedry, you might want to avoid my park. So these are now roaming the park. And they've got some issues with their territory, as you can see. So they're currently forming their territory inside the park. And they're going to have different environmental needs and different things that they want. So let's start editing the environment to make it something they will like more. They need prey animals to hunt, so like live prey. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the live prey directly in the view of the viewing gallery, so that you can see them hunt, because that's cool. They want cover, and they want wetland, and luckily there is a wetland that provides cover. There's a swamp and a cypress swamp. We're just going to go for a generic swamp. We're going to up the radius and the intensity, and we can start filling in this area with that. like so. And then we might lower the intensity for a bit, like so. And we might actually just bog the print a bit so that when you're looking at the viewing gallery, you can still see them through the trees. And they are definitely going to need some water. So we're going to add some shallow water. And what we might do is we might do that over towards one of the edges, like here, with a very gentle slope. And we'll just tidy it up on the edge, just like so. And then maybe a little bit more this way. And then we can add a bit more wetland around the edge of the water, because that's a place where it makes sense to have a wetland. Like so. We went out the lines a little bit, so let's kind of put that back a little, like so. And you can see they're still exploring and expanding their territory. And as they do, they will find the things I've made for them.
No different from us when it comes to their emotional states. Comfortable dinosaurs are content dinosaurs.
That's true.
Content dinosaurs are more likely to thrive.
Cool. And so now our Dilophosaurus are happy. They're 100% thriving, very happy with the area they have to explore. It's bigger than they need. They've got plenty of water, cover, pasture, like everything's met, which is great. And so we now have some happy dinosaurs. And if we go over here, we'll be able to see that there are people watching, enjoying the view of these Dilophosaurus. We can actually turn the highlight on and you can see them over there, all in the water. We can also, of course, just drop ourselves down in first-person view, and we can hang out with them. Can hide the UI. Look at them splashing around in the water. Oh, this game is so satisfying. Now, the interesting thing about Dilophosaurus is I believe they are happy with scavengers sharing their environment. Oh, one of them just hunted a goat. Good job, buddy. So we are going to start synthesizing some compies to release. So let's synthesize. Now, compies, we actually don't know much about the genetics on. So we are going to have to go and study them more so we can make male and female ones. Obviously, we want to have a diverse population. So let's have a look at our fossils, and we will study both of these. Oh, we got a staff member who's unhappy, so we will let them have a day of rest. And we actually need to go get more compy fossils. Send our positive influence out. And then the rest of them can study the ones we have already. Like so. And our park is starting to fill up with people. And people means needs. And so we're going to meet the needs of the people by adding a restroom. Very important. If we place one just here, that should be fine. And we'll just use this generic alpine one. And we'll connect it with a path. And now you can see the path is green, which means we have the required... you can let the dinosaurs loose and they'll hunt people. In fact, if you check the the dinosaur stat screen, they have an infamy level, and you can see like how many times they break out and hunt people, and it will change their infamy. We're trying to keep the people safe, though. That's kind of our thing. Look at the little footprints in the marsh. It's so cute. The other thing that people are going to need are a hotel to stay in. And obviously we're going to go for an alpine-themed one. And hotels are better when they're next to dinosaur enclosures, because if people can see dinosaurs from the hotels will get bonuses. So we'll chuck this one right here. And it will need power, so we need to provide it with electricity. Which we'll do by placing a power station here. Like so. And that power station is outside of our maintenance areas, I believe. Yep, so we're going to need to, oh, we also need to give a path to the hotel. The idea is to manage the park so well that people don't get eaten, you know? Complaining about a lack of amenities. Let's build them a shopping center opposite the restroom. Oh, that's not the right design there. Build them an alpine shopping center opposite the restroom. And we can see what type of guests are coming. So we don't actually have any families, but we do have some thrill seekers, some rich people, and a lot of global tourists. So let's give the global tourists what they want, and let's give the thrill seekers and the rich people what they want. And we'll go for, I guess, this. And then maybe we can change the product to be this. 85% satisfied. That was worse. All right. What are we satisfied now? 93%? I guess 93% satisfied is good enough for now. At Runaway Fashion. Where we sell fossilized ammonites. All right. So I think we'll have more... Oh, no, wrong place. More science, more fossils. Let's study them. And then we need to get food and drink, obviously. So we'll go for a little alpine restaurant here. And we'll go for, wait, was that drinks or food? Sugar Theory. That's a food place. Connect a path. Don't need to pause. Make sure it's meeting guest satisfaction. So we're making crepes. We'll be offering TVs, and we'll be offering statues. 93% satisfied is good enough for now. That's a shopping center, so we need a beverage station, which we will chuck in here. Like so. And obviously we will change up our product to superfood juice, add some TVs, add a statue, and we are 93% satisfied. Good enough. All right. Now that we have all of that, this person needs a rest, so we'll send them to rest. And let's start getting some compies synthesized. We haven't unlocked the ability to have males and females. Back to the fossils. This should max us out. And hopefully not take very long. And we can go check on our Dilophosaurus, which should be in here somewhere. Yep, there they are. Look at them running around, living their best lives. We give these dinosaurs a good home, you know? Where you headed, buddy? You're in a hurry. All right. The other thing we can do for them is, if we go to research and research enclosures, we can research, a land hatchery? Wait, why can't I have a hatchery then? Oh, ground nests. This means that they can procreate in captivity, which is kind of exciting. You need a break. How are we doing on compy DNA? 100%, but our scientists are all busy. All right, well, that's less than ideal. We do want more scientists, I feel. But let's build a nest. So Dilophosaurus, like isolation. So let's hide this nest. I guess a nest where people can see the eggs hatching would be exciting. So let's put it right like so. Seems good. Not loving this little bit of aesthetically, I'm not loving this. So let's grab our marshland. Just add a little bit more here around the edge of the water. Yeah, that's better. Maybe add some like snow around the edge. Make it look like we really reclaimed this territory from the mountain, you know? Tega is the style of land. There we go. Right. Get rid of that big rock. Get rid of the big rock. There we go. Went a little bit far. No, stop putting the big rock. Oh, well. No, I hate it. I'd rather have grass. If I have to choose between the big rock, I will definitely get big grass going. All right. Let's have a look. Scientists should be free now. Let's choose our colors. I like the pale look. And then can we stop them from bouncing? Can we like toggle animation? All right, that gives me a better look at the back. Red stripe, yellow stripe, blue stripe. Oh, I like the blue stripe. All right, and then the boys are also going to be. Oh, you like red? Red stripe it is. And the boys can have. How different do the boys and the girls look? Barely. Let's go with a slightly different stripe then. Let's go red and blue for the stripes. We haven't really researched any genetic modifications yet, so we'll leave that for now. We will get to that. We will get to that. And let's get some people on this. We have another unhappy staff member who needs a rest. God, always whining, you know. Should work him into the ground. All right. Let's start thinking about our next dinosaur enclosure, shall we? We've got quite a lot of space right here. Let's go. You know, let's actually think about this. Let's be sensible for a moment. Let's research slightly bigger fences. Making sure they're taking their breaks. We've got some eggs ready. Now, some of these have come out with not great traits. So this one has great positive traits, but not this skittish trait, not great. Much more likely to panic, but reduced area need growth, better for cohabitation, never terrorizes guests. If only we could keep those good traits and get rid of the negative ones. Tolerant, docile, social, but they're both skittish. I think we keep them anyway. I think that's a really good, number. And let's go with a male with a good trait, a male with a good trait. And we'll make sure that the females both have the big trait pools to pass down. But we can wait for our scientists to be free before we can incubate. But I think we're going to go for another sort of big carnivore enclosure here. We're just going to get better fences first. There's our park ranger. Let's take direct control. We can get like a real close-up look here. Can even take photos of the dinosaurs. And then we can sell those photos. Oh, there's one eating over here. Oh, didn't like that. The frill. All right. So there's an issue. What's our issue? We don't have enough species, and we don't have shelter in an emergency. So obviously, if things break down, we want the guests to be able to hide in an emergency shelter. So let's go have a look at some custom designs. We'll also make Alpine themed, as always. Okay. Our scientist has been injured. Oh, okay. No, we want emergency shelter. We'll search from here so it doesn't crash again. Alpine. Yep, that's perfect. Highly compact European bunker. Operation failed. It really doesn't want me to have it. All right, we'll try a different one. Load operation failed. All right, custom. No, don't want custom. Oh, click the right buttons. Midwest Japan Tower Bunker? What does this even look like? Oh my god, we should have gone to Japan. All right. I mean, there's nothing stopping us adding Japanese traits to our clearly European world. All right, Alpine. Let's go with compact Alpine themed. Yep, perfect. All right. And chuck it right here. Add a path. Straight in. We now have emergency shelters we can open if the dinosaurs escape. I actually really like what they've done with the fencing to make it look like a gate that closes up. Good design. Matches all the other Alpine decorations. Love it. Lack of space. Check your guest crowding coverage to make sure they have room. What do you mean guest crowding? Oh yeah, paths. Overcrowding view on. They're unhappy at how crowded this stretch of road is. And we can do a couple of things about that. We can add more roads, or we can go to our research and we can research slightly wider paths. But we don't have enough guests. Okay, complain away. Have your problems. Let's get more guests in so that we can research more things. So let's begin incubating these eggs with all of you. And we will let another person take a break. Another person take a break. Gotta have your breaks. I have to have a drink. We didn't look up a different design for the hatchery. Would have thought about that. Our maintenance team drifting through the park goers on their ATV. Off on an adventure. We do have bigger fences now, so let's go to our medium electrified fence. And there's our maintenance outpost, so let's go beside the maintenance outpost. And let's go like straight along here. Let's add a small curved corner like that. And we'll build out along here, like so. We'll add a bit of a curved corner. And we'll build straight out, straight out, straight out. And we'll add a curved back corner. We'll go a bit more curved. And then straight, straight, little curve. And then straight. Actually, I think the start here is a bit of a problem. Let's get rid of these two. And let's go like so. Hang on. Let's go out like this and then curve back and curve in there. That's our second enclosure. Bit of a storm picking up. Perfect time to release some dinosaurs. Oh, they're so little. Oh, they're so cute. Welcome to the park, little guys. Go live with your Dilophosaurus friends. Live your best life.
This dinosaur has a bite much worse than its size suggests. The Compsognathus should never be underestimated, though I fear it often is.
Well, these ones have a...
Educate the world about the reality of animals like this one.
These guys have a completely different set of needs to the Dilophosaurus, so maybe not the best to cohabitate. But we will always, always do our best. These ones need dead meat because they are, what do you call it? Not good hunters. So we will chuck a little meat pile right here for them. Hear them squeaking. No, I don't want the nesting area. I want the clumpies so I can see their needs. They're so small and hard to find. Still forming territory. They're little scavengers. Yeah. Let's give them some arid grassland around the start here.
We're getting reports that some of the animals are experiencing heightened levels of stress. If
Yep.
the dinosaurs are on edge, it's only a matter of time until our guests are too. Let's get this under control.
Oh, you guys want water, do you? All right. So needy. There we go. All right, you guys can be happy now. Are our Dilophosaurus happy though? Yep, they still have their needs met, and now the compies have their needs met. Everyone should be happy. And this does mean that we've now got 2 different types of species, which increases our appeal. And I believe we unlocked some new research. We can get medium amenities because we have enough guests. I haven't got quite enough guests in our park for the other things, but we do want to research some new dig sites. Tyrannosaurus Rex seems good. We actually don't have the training to do it right now, so that's tricky. Can we... How do we get around this? Operations? Scientist training improvements. That's what I want. Because then I can level them up so they have enough stats that I can do it with only 5 scientists until I get the thing that lets me have more scientists per mission. Our amenities are needing maintenance. Let's go build a new maintenance outpost back here. And we have a maintenance team that's only assigned to 1 spot, so they can be assigned to that. That should work out. And we've got a little park starting to thrive here, you know? We've got our Dilophosaurus and our Compy exhibit. And we'll start doing a slightly bigger carnivore area over here. Let's go to our scientist training. Yeah, perfect. So we need to increase our... Who's my researcher? You're my researcher. You really need more research points. And my positive influence, you're a good guy. You need better research ability. And let's have a look at perhaps... You're good for incubation, so I'm actually just going to keep putting points into welfare. You're good for synthesis, and synthesis is genetics. You're good at expeditions, so you need more logistics, and then we'll just give you a point in welfare so you can be a bit more of an all-rounder. You need points in genetics. You're a generalist, so let's just round you out a bit more. You're a generalist, but you're asleep, so you cannot be trained. You cannot train people in your sleep, in their sleep. So let's go with... path capacity is really causing problems. For now, what I think we're going to do for the path capacity issue is we're going to build a separate path right here. We're going to curve it around the back like so. We're going to curve it around like so, and we're going to connect it right here to spread the load. And now we can build wider paths. All right, well, researching, we're going to research our... I think we definitely want like Carnivores, T-Rex. Yep, that seems good. So let's get the team on that. And then if we have enough people left over, let's try and see if we can get those wider paths. We do, perfect. And we will start expanding the path sizes. And as we build around the edge here, I think we will look at building some more amenities to serve our new areas. So if we're putting carnivores and stuff here, we're going to want a gate. Gates are important. Let's put it just towards the back here. Obviously, we're going to need a ranger outpost to go with that. That can oversee the majority of the enclosure. Let's put it towards this spot here. Seems good. We'll add a ranger team, one who's not assigned to anything. We also probably want some capture teams to be involved here in case things happen. We don't have maintenance for this power generator. Ugh, it's all falling apart. Need to spread things around. Let's go with maintenance post. Oh my god, so many problems. We'll go with a maintenance post here, because then it will work for some other stuff later. Who's assigned to this maintenance outpost? Maintenance team 4. Who's assigned to this one? Maintenance team 4.
Oh, our animals have put their nest to good use. An ecosystem in action.
We've got some eggs. Oh. Not isolated, so they're unhappy because they're sharing the habitat. At the same time, I need them to share the habitat. All right. You'll just have to live with it. You'll just have to be happy. You have no choice. All right. Hopefully power will be back here soon. We just need our maintenance team to restock this power facility. I guess I can just fill it up. Rather it's automatic, but the other issue we have is our fencing structure here is not fully covered. What's the worst that could happen if we don't maintain our electric fences? If I put some large carnivores in an enclosure and there's not enough maintenance, it should be fine. We've got to cut costs somewhere. We definitely want a viewing area for our enclosure. So let's chuck one. Let's chuck one here, like so. An alpine one, of course. And then we'll also chuck a viewing gallery alpine here, so that you get 2 different views. We want to attach those to a path, so we will. Bit of a curvature to that one, like so. We'll just keep this path going straight, and by the time it passes this spot, that seems fine. And we'll get like a nice gentle curve. Nothing has ever happened. This is why I built an emergency shelter. If they wanted to be not safe, they shouldn't have asked for an emergency shelter. The thing that the park's really lacking at this point is like a bit of scenery. I think we need lighting. I think we need like lights down each of the paths. Like maybe some like nice lampposts. They just give such little light. What if I just give like floodlights? The problem is I don't want to have to go around the whole park putting down lampposts. It's going to take so long. What if we just get like massive triple floodlights throughout the park? Complain about lack of space. I mean, we know there's a lack of space. Do we have the wide paths now? We do. All right, let's go back. Let's turn on replace. We're just going to make all of the paths wider. Wait, that's not the... What about my rustic path? It's a different color, isn't it, to what I was doing before? At some point, something has changed. Copy path style. Make that bigger, make that bigger. Let's get rid of some of this overcrowding that's causing problems. Maintenance Team 3 has been automatically dispatched to repair structure. See, everything's fine. Everything's working. You... does it have the options for the extinct plants? I don't know that it does. It has a bunch of different foliage and like prehistoric foliage and stuff you can add. I don't know how much of that is tied to like the actual like films. You can definitely make the hybrid dinosaurs from the movies, which is interesting. So like if we go to research, you can research like the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor, and then other kinds of weird combinations, which we will probably get into at some point, especially because we've now unlocked the ability to go up to different types of carnivores. We can go find Aracanthosaurus, T-Rex though, right? We want T-Rexes. It's just too iconic to not have. That, I think, is what's going to be going into this this area here. I think for now, though, for this area, we're going to just take, like, our tiger. Big radius, big intensity, and we're just going to flatten this area. So... and then we will get our T-Rexes in here and then decorate it for them. All right. And I think realistically, if we're gonna have T-Rexes on display, we are going to want like some big floodlights so you can always see them. So we'll just take the around the edge of the. Do we put it on the outside? Oh, it casts a shadow. That's that dynamic lighting. Let's go just inside the enclosure. We'll chuck some lighting down. We'll just put enough down until I get bored. Let's go here. And then here. Here. Seems fine. It's obviously just changing between night and day, so we have no light. Is this fence outside of a maintenance range? No, surely not. Surely there's a team member coming to maintain. Yep, here they come on their little ATV, taking people out. How do we still have overcrowding issues? I guess all of the stuff is clumped up. Let's take this amenity and move it slightly. Let's move it to like here. And then take our medium-sized path and we'll just connect it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now
And then if we take like this one and we like move it, I guess, to like here. Surely that helps like spread the load out for path capacity, right? Oh man, this fence is just falling apart. Guests want more food amenity. There's a food amenity right here. Oh no, we have families now. We gotta change up what people want. 100% satisfied. 100% satisfied. 100% satisfied. Perfect. Hopefully that spreads the load a bit. Half capacity 809. Guest count. Isn't that like basically exactly right? All right. Did our expedition finish? Are they back? T-Rex fossils. All right. Let's research the T-Rex. Let's give this person a rest. Let's level this person. Oh no, they're in the middle of fossil structure, so they can't be leveled up. That's okay. We're in about an hour and 40 minutes, so I'll probably take a break soon for 5, and then I'll come back, sort myself out with some fresh water. All right. You guys have access to this, right? Maybe you don't. Let's just grab the Taker tool and, like, make sure we do have access to this. I actually don't think they can fix that fence. Oh, I guess they have to do it from the inside. No, don't send the maintenance workers into the Dilophosaurus. Seems dangerous. Oh, it's happy. Look at it having a nap with its evil black eyes. How's our, is this not in range of maintenance? Surely this is in range of maintenance. Oh my god, they're being attacked. I knew this was going to be a bad idea. I knew I shouldn't have sent the ATV into the acid-spitting, poison-spitting dinosaur enclosure. Excuse me, you have to fix this. You don't get to leave. I want you to be hunted. Can you imagine this being your job? Like the boss is like, you need to get on the ATV, and there's an enclosure full of carnivores, and I need you to just get in there. And they're like, but the other guys have jeeps. Like the rangers have like enclosed jeeps. Maintenance team, no. You get in the open ATV. You'll be fine. Whoa. Not happy. Not a happy dinosaur. Oh, the frill. Come on. All right. Let's get to safety. I think this is just such a fun extra detail, is that you can like get behind the wheels of the cars and service the park. Off you go, buddy. Oh, infected food source. How do I deal with an infected food source? I don't think I've ever had that happen before. A ranger team deals with it, I guess? Yeah. Surely this ranger team is going to go deal with... If I add the task to go and disinfect the feeder, yeah, there we go. Off they go. Generator needs maintenance. Surely a team member's on their way. No sources of E. coli remain on the site. That was good. Good time to get in for a disinfection. I don't think dinosaur E. coli is something I want to deal with. Let's keep studying the T-Rex. Use you guys. And then we're going to go on an expedition and we're going to try and find more T-Rex fossils, if we can. Don't have enough staff. Proceratosaurus? Oh, what's down here? Carnotaurus. I do want Carnotaurus at some point, so let's get that. All right. Everything's proceeding smoothly. Man. Imagine being this goat. Oh, vehicle under threat. They're being attacked. Again. Oh, you just hit the dinosaur. That's a valuable asset to this fucking park. You show some respect. They're a baby Dilophosaurus? When did you guys hatch? Taking naming suggestions for the baby Dilophosaurus. We have a male baby Dilophosaurus. Hit me with a naming suggestion. I will follow the requests of chat to name these dinosaurs. It looks like we have 3 juveniles that need naming. Dylan, that's 1. And then we've got this one. We've got another baby boy who needs a name. Let's have a close look at you. Oh, you haven't had your pattern come in yet because you're just a baby. When will you be all grown up? Matures in 7 years. 7 years of childhood. Isn't that fun? All right. Well, Dylan has a name, and we'll just wait for a name suggestion for our other Dilophosaurus, Dylan's brother. And we'll go back to some research for now. Let's get some Carnivore fossil research going. And we need to take a break for you. And let's go get a little bit more T-Rex. Just a little more T-Rex fossil, please. We need a bit more genome. All right. Where's our other juvenile Dilophosaurus? Compy, Dilophosaurus. Here we go. The last one is a baby girl. I wonder what your name's going to be. All right. Oh, we got a viable genome for the Carnivores. Dylan? For the girl or for the boy? Because Dylan could be a boy's name or a girl's name. My guests are complaining about lack of space. God, I hate you people.
I'm more wary about delegating tasks than I'd like to be.
Let's take a contract.
Trust you with this one.
We've got to take a photo. A good photo. Delilah? Well, I mean, we have a boy and a girl, so let's go for Dylan. And let's go for we need to find, where is our other baby girl? Wait, I named the girl Dylan. You're gonna be Delilah. And you can be Dylan. Dylan, Delilah. Here we go. Dylan. So we have Dylan and Dylan. D-Lan. All right. Well, the tough part is there's more eggs in the nesting area, which means we now have even more Dilophosaurus coming. 5 eggs. Oh, we might have to get them a bigger enclosure. All right. We have more T-Rex fossils, so we are going to keep researching our T-Rex. Looking forward to getting the first one in the park. And I think now is a good time to start thinking about some gene modification. We don't have enough scientists for any of the gene modifications. All right, let's research something else. Let's get some bigger shopping amenities going. And we have to snap a photo worth at least 42,000. So let's go grab a ranger team, taking direct control. And we'll go take a photo. All right, in we go. Oh, the compies are running wild. All right, take a photo. We got compy, and a Dilophosaurus. It's worth 63,000. All right, submitted. Contract complete.
You're turning out to be someone that I can truly.
The compies are just so cute and small.
Many have managed to earn.
I don't care that it's a repetition penalty. I love it. It's a cute dinosaur. Look at you, little guy, little buddy. All right, and then
Can only be the marker of
let's go fossils.
share that quality.
We'll just use you for extraction by yourself because I need to research some gene modifications. I think it would be good if our T-Rex was better in confined spaces. That makes sense to me. And let's grab we can build a medium amenity now. So let's go to our guests. Let's build a medium shopping mall, Alpine style. Down here. We want it to be powered. So we'll tuck it right here. Let's build an extra restroom down here because Actually, let's have the restroom back onto the T-Rex enclosure. I think it'd be really funny that you just get in the bathroom and there's a T-Rex, like looking in the window. Really trying to channel that Godzilla hotel vibe. We need more power down this end, so let's grab a power plant and we'll just put it, I don't know, out the way here somewhere, where people can't see it, away from the path. Oh, but I might want to build an enclosure on this side. Let's put the power plant here and hope that's fine for everything we want to build, because I do want more enclosure space. I guess we could put the power plant, like, there's nothing stopping us putting the power plant, like, right here in space where we know that there's not going to be an enclosure. Yeah, it's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We need efficiency.
the restroom is now open to use for whenever nature
Let's get a medium drink amenity. Obviously, we want it Alpine themed. And we'll chuck that right here. And let's go for a medium. Wait, was this shopping drink? We need food amenities. And we'll just chuck that right here. Oh, Alpine themed, Alpine themed. Perfect. And then we got to change our products and stuff to meet our guest satisfaction. Looks like we're trying to really please the rich global tourist market. So Dahl seems good. And then for features, we'll give them a statue. And then the rest of the people need something to entertain them. So let's go with a claw machine. 100% satisfied. I'll chuck in some beanbags. And then for this one, we'll do a statue. We'll do a claw machine and some beanbags. And our food will be energy drinks. And obviously, energy drinks is the option. Oh, life is about to find a way. 5 new baby Dilophosaurus have been added to the park. You know that means we need 5 more names.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome
Oh my god.
Dilophosaurus to the park.
They're taking their first steps into the world. Oh my god. They're so cute. Look at their little footprints. Oh, look at them running. Oh, my heart is so much. All right. Well, we need 5 more names. Because we have now got a lot more dinosaurs. It looks like we got a mix of... Wow. That's so many Dilophosaurus. Look at them. There's like a whole pack of them. All right. I think we are getting close to synthesizing a T-Rex. 95% genetics. That's pretty good. Let's research a couple more gene traits, and then we're going to genetically engineer our first perfect T-Rex. So I think our T-Rex would like better immune system, more tolerant, more sociable. More sociable seems good. Let's do, let's take YouTube off and add YouTube instead. And let's see if we can get, like, is there anything else we can research while we're waiting? Aviary viewing gallery, lagoon viewing gallery. I guess we should get some, like, aquatics and things going at some point soon. And some real dinosaurs. Kind of want to finish off the ground stuff first. So what do we need to get an Indominus Rex? We need Velociraptor genome, Tyrannosaurus genome, and Giganotosaurus. All right. This gets us Velociraptors. We've already got Giganotosaurus. We've already got T-Rex. All right, we can't research any of that. What about just park operations? Nope, nope. Yes. All right, let's research this. All right. So the goal is going to be to have one male and one female T-Rex. Also happy to take naming suggestions for those. So let's synthesize our first T-Rex. Oh, the roar. I'm not sure how well that was heard. Let me just turn up the game volume a little bit. Oh, it's so beautiful. Skin color for the female ones. Again, I think we're going to keep this pale thing going. And let's go for, like, the black, I think. The black on the white is pretty good. And for the males, much smaller, we'll go for maybe like a light blue. I do like that. And now let's have a look what we can do traits-wise. Wow, these things are coming in with terrible traits. Humility, we definitely want to buff up. Tolerance would be good to buff up as well. We can increase both of these, and we can increase the lifespan. Appetite and thirst being higher is bad. We have more modification slots still, so let's save and exit this. We actually need to go back to the drawing board for our T-Rex. We need more genetic research. Let's get some thirst work research done. Like so. And then our other research is going. That's pretty good. While we wait for that, let's go back to our scenery a little bit and have a look what we got. Props. Don't want props. What about models? No. What about blueprints? Yeah, here we go. Default blueprints. Let's add Vegas themed decorations. I was just thinking, like, maybe, I don't know,
logistics, my first love.
some benches and a vending machine.
This place actually functioning. Good to see you're as into it as I am, huh?
Gotta start putting the fine-tuned decorations on, you know? That's one of the things we're really lacking at the moment. So let's grab this and just chuck it right about here. Go. Just like a little set dressing, you know? All right. We want to work on our appetite. Appetite. This one. Oh, we got some scientists who need a break. Gotta take your mandatory breaks. Rest up. AI viewers, streamview.com. That seems like a delete and a ban. I like that. Cool. That's how you know you've made it. Really got to get the spam going in the chat. A little bit more research, I feel. Let's just crack all of these out right now, actually. We have another scientist who needs a break. God, so many breaks. We really need a few more scientists on our team. Maybe it's time for another staff center? A few more scientists? I'm just too quick, you know. I got too many things happening at the, you know. I can see all sides. All right, while those staff members rest and that research happens, let me just pause this. And I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break, and I'll be back in a moment. I will see you soon. I'm back and I'm unmuted this time. Nailed it. What was I doing? I've forgotten everything. Researching stuff. Let's level you up before I forget again. I could really use more of those. All right, research time. Dig sites. I want Velociraptor DNA. And now I'm feeling much, much better about my my genomes. We'll go back to our Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do some modifying. We can make it so that you're less thirsty. We can make it so that you have a better appetite. Tolerance. What does tolerance even matter? Who cares about tolerance? We'll increase that one. We got 2 modifications left. Let's go with a little bit of social ability and a little bit of humility. You know, we want our T-Rex to be humble. It's the most important thing, right? So that's looking pretty good. And then we need scientists to be able to do this, which we don't have right now. Can we, where is it? Upgrades. Extra scientist research required. Damn it. Pesky research. We've got 4 seconds left before some scientists become free to use.
Hey, I can dig it.
Yeah,
that didn't feel good to say. Not
let's
only
go.
because I will be doing
12 out of 19. So I need a lot more genetic score. If we have these 2 instead to get to 19, we have enough. So we have to wait for these ones to come off resting, and we have to send these people into rest. It's going to take a minute. But we'll get there. Research. No. Scientists. Rest. And what we might actually research is operations. Not enough for that. I was going to say, it'd be really good if we could... do we take the additional upgrade slots? Seems fine, right? Yeah, right, we'll research that real quick while we're waiting. And we will carry on. All right, so we've got our billions of Dilophosaurus. Still open to naming suggestions if you guys want to submit any for our juvenile Dilophosaurus. We've got 5 more to name. You know, you don't have to name them all D-related names. Number of different species. We still need more different species. We're working on that, though. And we've now got even more things on our expedition map that we can look for. We want Velociraptor DNA. Velociraptor. Where are all the Velociraptors found? Morris Intrepidus, Trudon, Tyrannosaurus, Proceratosaurus, One Long, Oviraptor, Velociraptor. All right. Well, that's where we'll be going once we have some scientists ready. Dallas, Delaney, and Daryl. All right. Well, sitemap. Show me the Dilophosaurus. What do you mean missing meat? How can you be missing meat? There's meat right here. Oh, you guys need dead meat. All right. Let's just add another meat feeder. Problem solved. All right. So DLP-013 is going to be Desmond. Who else we got? Desmond. That's one of the adult ones. We're only naming the babies. The OGs don't get names. Let's go with Destiny.
There's nothing more satisfying than taking something off the to-do list.
I have a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a Tyrannosaurus Rex engage in a fight to the death as an outlet for their natural instincts. Deal. We'll have a T-Rex fight. We're gonna give this one the name Daddy, I think. Do you have children? Oh, look at all the offspring that Daddy has. And Daddy will rename your son here to Dallas. And then your brother is Desmond. You have a sister named Destiny. Desmond, we've already done. Duke. Duke for a boy. I need another girl's D name. Because we have another girl in this family litter. I mean, we'll just, yeah, this is the father. And then this is the mother. Very de-dinosaur? Like dehumanizing? De-dinosaurizing? So we have Dallas, Desmond, Duke, Destiny, and we need a name for this one. I need a girl's name starting with D. Delaney's not a girl's name, is it? Oh, I love it. All right. So that's that family unit done. The mother and the father is crushing, I feel. I love how it shows all caps in the naming box, but it does actually check for the case sensitivity in the names here. So like I have to go back and change this to capital T, lowercase, capital M, lowercase, because it shows up correctly here, even though it doesn't show up up the top here. The father, Desmond, Dallas, Dylan. So wait, Dylan? Wait, you have a sister? There's an unnamed sister this whole time. All right, fine, Delaney. This one can be the matriarch. And this one can be the patriarch, because these are the first ones that had a litter in this enclosure. So there's actually two separate family trees going. Being able to see the family trees and stuff is so cool. It's not something I've really experimented much with before, but I love it. All right. What were we doing? T-Rex. We're going to synthesize a T-Rex. All right. I guess we can do some other research while we're waiting. Let's start thinking about an aviary. I do like aerial dinosaurs. We also have like just aggressively so much more park to build and explore in. So like maybe this side, I guess the question becomes, do we want our aviary to have its own separate section, or are we looking more for putting like a mix of things in each area? Tricky. Damn, the crowds here are crazy. Look at them. Look at all these people. They're just here to shop. There's not even a dinosaur here to look at yet, but soon there will be. We've got 20 seconds left on our T-Rex synthesis, and then we'll get our batch of eggs. We can check out their traits and decide what we want to do with them. Alrighty. Let's have a look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready for incubation. Intolerant, aggressive. All right. Plus 200% dominance, plus 200% threat, dislikes and threatens all other species. Resilient, long-lived, humble, strong, social. Damn. Or intolerant. All right. I think you know what we're going to do here. We're going to take these two T-Rexes, leave them both as females. One is aggressive, one is intolerant, and we'll see if they'll fight it out for dominance. All right. They need cover, pasture, prey, arid environment, and water. All right, let's start thinking about our enclosure. We need to get some water. So what we might do, just like, it feels like from a security perspective, the idea of adding deep water around the edge of the enclosure to prevent them getting out is not a bad idea. But our enclosure is not massive, so maybe we just go with regular shallow water, and we'll chuck some right here. Let's really get into the nitty gritty here. Oh, that's where the rangers come in. We probably want them to have a clear path, right? So let's break that down. More water, more radius, more intensity. No, less radius. We'll give them like a lagoon along the front here. Oh, there's a lot of like slope here. Is that what's stopping this? That seems fine. And let's grab our kind of like taiga grass and kind of tidy up the edges a bit, you know? Nice little strip of like grassland at the front here. All right. We've got 1:45 left on the eggs. What did they like again? Cover, pasture, prey, arid water. We need a prey dispenser. Just easy. Live prey. We'll chuck the live prey like literally right in front of this viewing gallery. Seems like the spot, right? And then arid pasture cover. Arid pasture cover. Arid and barren. Let's go like arid grassland, maybe? Do it like... Yes, that does look like arid grassland. Let's turn the intensity down a little. We'll just do arid grassland all through here. Like so. They also need an amount of pasture and cover. So let's just go for like conifer woodland. And we'll just like, that's so thick. I'm loving it. We'll do it like that. And like that. And then we can do like a little bit of brushland in front, because that's a type of pasture. And we'll try and like blend it in a little bit here. Like so. Oh, taiga shrubland, actually. That's interesting. Oh, I like that. Just weave a bit of that in. Like so. All right. And now, the important part. It's time to release our T-Rexes via airlift.
Asset collection request received.
Here they come. The helicopters are in. This is like one of my favorite pieces of animation in this whole game. It's just watching them like airlift dinosaurs. Oh, I got an achievement for releasing my first ever T-Rex. Look at it! It's so floppy. Where are you going? Going on a little adventure, buddy? Whoa! Oh, so hilarious. All right, off you go. You go pick up the next one. Oh no, the maintenance team. Why would you go through? Oh, you fool. All right. Whoop. And we have our first T-Rex.
1,000 times before. It's an incredible, highly developed predator. Probably the best known dinosaur out there to boot. And yet it never fails to impress and terrify. It's a valuable addition to our collection, as long as we keep it secure.
As long as we keep it secure, hey? Look at you. Phenomenal. Oh, the roar. Oh, everything about it is perfect. I love you, T-Rex. Okay, the area is big enough that it actually needs another prey feeder. I guess it makes sense. There are two of them. They probably do need two prey feeders. So let's chuck another one up in the back corner here. Not enough space? Oh, they are not happy with one another? A fight has begun. TRX2 or TRX1? Who's gonna have it? Actually, just realized. Let's hide the UI. Let's watch the Rex fight. Let's go. Did someone win? Are you the alpha? Oh, look, it's got the little alpha crown. All right, what's the name of our female alpha T-Rex? And then we also have our beta T-Rex. How do you not have enough pasture? This thing is just pasture. That's all you're in. They're both girls. One is an alpha, one is a beta. And as you know from the Omega, oh my god! They just took a chunk out of the Ranger's car. Damn. But is Rex the alpha or the beta? Oh, they just tanked the alpha. Don't like it when they attack cars. Isn't this near a maintenance thing? How does it need maintenance? Don't I have a maintenance outpost like right here? Oh, it's just outside the radius for the maintenance. Beta is got wrecked. All right, and you want it WRECKS like that, right? That's not dumb. And where's my other one? Here. Capital G-O-T space Rex. So. Missing water, but like there's so much water, you just need to walk a little bit further. Just expand your area just a little bit more. Yep, 77%. Come on, you're almost comfortable. You're almost comfortable, please. All right. There we go. Thriving. We need to build a new maintenance outpost. So we're going to. Which is going to cover like this. And we're going to add team this one to it. All right. Parker's really starting to, you know, thrive here, I feel. Let's start thinking about our next dinosaurs. We want to make an Indominus Rex, I've decided. Indominus Rex is going to need a tougher enclosure for sure. We're going to need, like, heavy-duty fencing. So let's research this fence. Let's let some of our scientists have a break. It is mandatory to take your correct breaks. And let's go to the expeditions, and we want to go get a velociraptor. Off you go, team. Come back with raptor fossils. I do think I would like to expand the science team, so let's go with a new science center, a new staffing center. I'm going for this one, and we're going to put this staff center right here, and they're going to be like thematically, the support staff for the hatchery. So we kind of wanted to like connect to the hatchery path like this, because like thematics. And then we want to look at upgrades. We've only unlocked 2 upgrades, so we can go hire more scientists now. A welfare specialist is so let's recruit you. I would like to get an expedition specialist, William Plummer, and maybe like a genetics expert. Cheaper research, no extraction task. Oh, genetics. There we go. Tatsuya Oto. Ota loves chess. All right, and you guys can be leveled up straight away. So you're faster extractions, so let's give you just more genetics. When you'll be able to do expeditions as well. Expedition guy, you're getting a level in that. And our welfare specialist, let's get you 1 logistics and 1 more welfare. All right, I like that. Research-wise, let's look into staff task upgrades. Can be applied to buildings, that's a good one. Increase knowledge of 5 species too. Okay, let's just go here. Carnivore. No, we want to go expeditions. We're in the middle of one already. I'm all over the place. We wanted to research fences. We're already doing that. We wanted to research. Let's do this and be able to do more hatching. Because we're still using 1 hatchery to supply all of our dinosaurs, so. And I think looking at our map to decide what we're doing next, I think we are going to put our next enclosure here in this area. That makes sense, right? Or do I want to build down further this side and leave this side more free? I guess if we build here, contemplating. Let's go with, I think we're going to go here, down this end. How are our T-Rexes doing? You happy? Maybe we'll do like a little decorating for our T-Rex area. Let's look at some rocks. I want like a big rock piles. It just feels appropriate that there'd be like giant rocks in the area with the T-Rex, you know? we'll put it right here. And then what we can do is we can take this group, advance move it, and we can sink it into the ground a little. Then we'll get like a little rotation going. Maybe make it go like this way. Like so. I'll give it a little bit of an adjustment, like so. To that. Leave that there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Alright. Oh, this is a bad idea.
Asset identified. Remain cautious.
Chopper's inbound for support. What are you gonna do about it? It's time for a nap. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get a photograph of our unconscious Rex. Tranquilized. I don't want to lose my fossils. Especially not after I've gone so hard to get these raptor ones. Extraction. I'm fine with just one guy doing that. Especially because we're going to start diversifying the things that we do. Let's research heavy fences. And we want... Wait, we need one of you on it. Yeah. And then expedition map, we want Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus, we don't have enough scientists to do. Let's just continue our research projects. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe it's time to start learning about medicine. No, the dinosaurs get sick, they die. A monorail. Mono meaning one, and rail meaning rail. We can start doing a power infrastructure. That's interesting. Just continue with our gene modifications. Yeah, let's just do that. Just gives them something to do. Alright. The park is starting to look like a park, you know? Starting to fill out. I think if I'm going to do an exhibit for the Indominus Rex, I might go for like a path all the way around it and multiple viewing angles. You know, I really want to show off like the latest in genetic engineering. So let's take a path from here and head out and curve up and around. And we'll go here and we'll add like a little curvature. And then straight across, and then like, no, a little curvature, and then like a little curvature, and then like a little bit of curvature. We'll just keep going around like that. What do you mean in water? I can't believe that this game has such an insane attention to detail and so many different options and things, but you can't build a bridge over water for a path? Like, that's just not a thing? It's crazy to me. No more water. We're done with the water. And then back to our path building. There we go. We have a nice big circle. Oval? It's an oval. It's not a circle. All right. And then What are our scientists all doing? Research, research, unassigned, unassigned. Expedition map. No, fossils. Raptor, raptor. Begin raptor generation. I guess I can build an enclosure for raptors as well. So if that's going to be the Indominus Rex enclosure, we can look at building a raptor enclosure maybe in between. It's a very carnivore theme park. I think raptors are pretty smart, so let's build a large electrified fence for our raptors. And let's go set back a little bit. Like so. And we'll follow the curve of the path, because that's always nice. And then maybe we go like straight across here, and then we'll just go like straight across here. Like so. We might just delete this path here and we'll look at making something a little bit nicer. And actually, I think we're going to just delete these bits, and we might do like a nice gentle curvature. Like there and there. But now I feel weird that all the corners aren't curved. Matchy. No, I think we're fine. All right. Viewing. We're going to be viewing raptors. Let's just go with a standard viewing gallery. And we'll do one along this edge, looking in. Wait, is that an alpine themed one? Did I select the right option? I did.
Ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
And then let's do... we obviously need a gate. So we'll put the gate... I don't know, let's put the gate like down in this corner. I think we're probably going to need to build like an extra ranger station and an extra like maintenance facility and stuff because the park is spreading out more and more. We actually need to increase our T-Rex genome as well. So let's go carnivores. Let's go find like the last bit of T-Rex DNA that we need. 25 seconds? Sounds good. All right, and then let's go heavy-duty fencing. I'm going to start, like, set back a little bit. And obviously we're going to go for, like, go like a little bit further along. We're going to go for like our slight curvature to follow the path. Maybe we go slightly back and like that. And then a slight curve. And then a slight curve. And we just follow that around. There we go. So that's our fencing. That will hopefully keep an Indominus Rex contained. Once we get there, we do need to research our last little bit of T-Rex. I might as well do Carnotaurus at the same time. We got a scientist who needs a little rest. So that's you can rest. What do I got for research? For operations research. Let's increase our scientist training so they can achieve more. Now for an Indominus Rex, we probably... Oh, that's done already. Alright, well, let's go expeditions. Let's go get that Gigantosaurus. Right. Vehicle under threat. Stop going into the T-Rexes. This is on you. Every day, You know, it feels like I'm feeding ranges to T-Rexes, which is not the best move, I would say, but... alright.
The dinosaurs are organizing themselves into some kind of group attack. I gotta say, I've seen worse management for my own employees in the past.
So I've
10
got
years
this...
ago, I might have given one of those dinosaurs a cushy job.
I've got this area here where I could be doing, like... Maybe aviaries go here? Maybe, like, this is a great spot for, like, a long aviary. Oh, research complete. So our scientists can now level up more. Let's train you up. Genetics, welfare. You're busy. You're not. Let's train you up with welfare, logistics. What? You got a big idea in your training. All right, I'll let you get trained. Genetics, welfare, genetics. Let's have a look here. We'll go welfare. Faster expeditions. Logistics. Let's split it around a little. Can we research this at the moment? Yes. All right. All of you guys can research upgrades for buildings. What do we need to keep working on here? Have we added a gate? We added a gate. We need to add a new ranger station. So let's go with our log cabin style ranger station. And we're going to chuck that just down over here, out the way. Oh, but maybe I want to put an enclosure there. What if I move the gate here, and then we can tuck this right up against the fence? Yeah, that seems good. So that's going to pop there. We're going to take this gate, and we're going to move it. And we'll just have them enter here instead. So there's more space. We need a power supply, so we'll just grab a backup generator and tuck it in behind. Obviously, we're going to need a maintenance outpost over here to maintain everything that's in this area. Ooh. Do you think it matters if the Indominus Rex fence is outside of the range of the maintenance? Very, very funny, nice mouse. We'll just chuck this right here, I think. And, we need to grab a new, I guess we do need to add a maintenance thing over the side because we're getting a bit far away from the other maintenance facilities. So let's chuck this maintenance facility, like, right here. Seems good. I completely forgot that this is a spot where I can put things. We need more power. So we'll just keep adding more power supplies. I guess we'll tuck this one, like, right up here. Add a maintenance team from the local maintenance facility. And I guess we will appropriately maintain the Indominus Rex facilities. If we put this, like, right here. And we'll add this maintenance team to it. And now we need viewing galleries for looking at the Indominus Rex. So let's go with one right. Here. Let's go with, what do we got here? Best for small dinosaurs and flying reptiles, best for small carnivores. Let's just go with regular viewing galleries, I guess. That seems fine. And then I kind of want one more over the other edge, I think. Another viewing gallery. Can we fit one like right here? No, too close to the path. I haven't left myself enough space. We can fit one like right. Nah, forget it. Doesn't matter. Giganotosaurus, teach me your ways. We've done our T-Rex genome, we've done our Velociraptor genome, and now all we need is just a little tiny bit more. Let's go research the Indominus Rex. Wait, we need a 30 in genetics? We actually can't physically do that right now. So we're gonna need to go to our science center. We're gonna need to add the ability to have an extra scientist. And we're probably gonna need, no, is this the research? This is the research one, right? Yeah, new research. So now we can have 6 scientists. Still can't do it, so we're gonna need to research higher level scientists. God, so that we can increase the research levels so that we can pull this off, because it's a tricky one. Turns out it's hard to genetically engineer super dinosaurs. It's not really something we were ready for. All right. I guess we should flatten out these areas and start getting ready for the introduction of some new species. So let's just clear all of these trees, like so. Nice, clean paddocks. All right, Rangers, do your best to not die today. Oh. Oh, they're snuggling, the alpha and the beta together. So cute. All right. So these enclosures are ready. I guess while we're waiting to get the Indominus Rex ready, we can get some raptors going. We have 70% Velociraptor DNA. That is not enough. Expedition map. Velociraptor. Bring me back Velociraptor DNA. I think one of the things our park is really lacking, and I think everyone would agree with this, is let's go to our science area. Right here, the science center. And let's go to our scenery and let's type in DNA. And let's get a Mr. DNA statue. And we're going to chuck that right out the front of our science center so that everyone knows that this is where the science happens. Now that is the Jurassic Park I've come to know and love. An integral feature, one would say, an integral feature. All right. As we skim through the park. That's pretty good. All right, we need ranger outposts, and we might. If we put this in the middle, is there a chance we get attacked by raptors? Yeah. And if we put this in the middle, is there a chance we get attacked by Indominus Rex? Yeah. So Ranger Team 5 can do that, and Capture Team 3, and Ranger Team 6, and Capture Team 3. Of course you can't find your route. You're stuck on the edge here. We need to add a gate. Preferably like a heavy-duty one, but... we'll just add it like here. Okay, we've upgraded our Star Center. We got new raptor fossils. All of our scientists should be available. Let's do some training. We need to get the optimal mix for, so this guy needs more genetics knowledge. It's non-negotiable. This guy needs more genetics knowledge. I guess he's just maxed out. This person needs more genetics knowledge. Just maxed out. Okay, that doesn't matter. Again, just maxed out. I guess there's a limit here. Just maxed out. Maxed out. There's no decision making. All right. Do I need more welfare from you? Yeah, fine. And you need this, this, and this. You need to be a genetics genius. That's actually pretty cool. What are you missing? Let's give you one more welfare. All right. So now that we've done all that training, we should be set to research the Indominus Rex successfully. We could. I'm excited. And now let's also just fossils. Let's get that Velociraptor DNA out that we needed. 13 seconds on that one, and we should be all set to go. Fix that. All right. Might also be interesting to add some more T-Rexes to the T-Rex enclosure and just see what happens. But for now, let's synthesize our... Wait, can I not make males yet? Do I need more DNA? Back to the expeditions, I guess. Off you go, and you need a little break, so I'll let you rest. Can we upgrade our staff center? It's here. Decrease scientist rest time. Love it. Specialist equipment increases the value of specialist traits by 1. It's pretty good. Increase science capacity by 2. That's great. All right. And then if we go to our other one... Wait, what is this? Our maintenance team was destroyed? No! The T-Rex is happy about it too. That's for causing problems, you mischief maker. Alright. Where's my other staff center? I'll start making improvements. Who is assigned to maintain this? Where's the maintenance team for this? There's a maintenance post here somewhere, right? Surely. Maintenance posts. Oh, that's actually just outside maintenance ranges. All right, let's just chuck another maintenance post right here. And let's assign this team to it. Seems fine. And hopefully we can get that maintained. And then let's go to the staff center. Let's decrease our rest time. And let's increase the number of scientists we can have. And then let's go back and hire some new scientists. Oh, actually, did we got more raptor DNA? I guess we can learn about the Oviraptor, right? Yeah, seems fine. We got a scientist who wants a little resty rest. All right, off you go to nap. And let's start recruiting some new team members. And I think we want, like, better researcher is good. This is the most generic looking person I've ever seen. He's just a guy. I guess his name is Dave. So he's very generically named. All right, Dave, welcome to the team. Positive influences I like. And let's go with a faster expeditionist. Expeditioner? Person who does expeditions. And let's train you up. What was your specialty? Faster expeditions. All right, so we're maxing this out. Max this out. We'll do that. You're a positive influence, so you're good at everything. You are synthesis. Synthesis is genetics, and we'll just round you out with the rest. I guess you get all of them. And you'll put research, so you that maxed out. And there's definitely genetics research that needs doing. Let's have a look what we can put together now. So let's have a look at gene modification. Tolerant trait is good. Let's pick that up. So we've got fossil extraction happening, we've got Indominus Rex research happening, and cross-species adaptation research is completed. What do we need for this? We need 100% Velociraptor knowledge. All right, let's go find some more raptor DNA. So that we can get the Indoraptor researched and ready to go. And I guess it would be good at some point if we learned about aviaries and lagoons and started to spread out into other things. 50 seconds left on that. Fossils held up in customs. We have infinite money. Sell this. Did we get a raptor fossil? We did not. That's annoying. Back to the map. I just type raptor. I've just got to get lucky on this one. All right. Back you go. Raptor expeditions will continue until raptor genome improves. Usually there's maintenance now. You're in a maintenance area. Add task. Go fix this. All right. And then fossils are almost done. Research is almost done. The Indominus Rex. All right.
Hybrid dinosaur. Oh boy, and here I was thinking that we were now trying to work with nature. You don't have to have read my best-selling first book called God Creates Dinosaurs, of course, to know that you've stepped foot on a slippery slope.
Ooh.
You know, what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? That is a great question, Ian. I mean, Dr. Malcolm, sir. Hey, more raptor DNA. Let's learn about the Galmus. It is actually Jeff Goldblum did voice acting for this game. Put you guys all on that. And then I need to do some research because I need like slightly more genetic modifications. I actually just want all of them unlocked, I think, before I start making an Indominus Rex. I want to genetically engineer the perfect genetically engineered monstrosity. Oh, you're in danger. All right, let's grab this. And we've got a lot of scientists who are demanding breaks. Do we keep up morale? Or do we fuck them off? We keep up morale. All right. That's now been maintained. All right, heart and lung muscle strength is done. Just a little bit more gene modification. Just a little bit. Oh, hello, friend. What do we have here? A cat. All right. Not exactly what I was looking for right this second, but you know, he wants to be friends,
My
so
heart now lies with conservation, but the benefits of genetic modification are myriad. Any advantage we can give the dinosaurs.
let go, please. Thank you. All right. You gonna chill just there? Is this your plan? You happy? All right. Just a little bit more gene modification. And then I think we're at 98% on Velociraptor DNA knowledge. Hello. Hello, buddy. Sorry, I gotta take a moment to check in. Oh, yep. All right. Welcome. There you go. Yep. There we are. That's where I wanted you. Okay. Hey. A little bit too much. Find a balance. Find a balance. All right. Fertility unlocked. That is. All right. Now let's have a look over. You need a rest. Let's have a look at our Indominus Rex genome. So we obviously want the lifespan to increase. We don't want them to die prematurely. We want them to be resilient. We want them to be humility and tolerant. And I kind of want them to be more lethal. What if I have them be intolerable and make them maximum aggressiveness and increase their offense and their defense and their fitness so that it's a lethal killing machine? This can't go wrong. I don't think this can go wrong. I think, and actually, let's make them more resilient. And longer lived. So if we genetically engineer a super dinosaur and then just make it as angry as possible, could this cause us problems? I don't think so. I think this is a good thing. Yeah. Oh, let's do some cosmetics. Let's make you Lux. That's nice. I mean, I really like the pale ones. Maybe like, and then like red. Oh yeah, that's got the right levels of menace. Blank pattern, boring. Red it is. All right, save and exit. We're gonna wait for all of our dinosaurs to be organized. Yes, buddy, you're good. Let's get the raptors going. I think that's what we want. And for the raptors, we want them to be more tolerant. We want them to be more comfortable, more tolerant, more social, more humility. That seems right. Let's get rid of humility. Let's just make them more defense. And then let's change the colors. For the females. Ooh. Echo Delta Charlie Blue. It's like in the movie. It's like in Jurassic World. We love it. I know I've been doing such a solid pale look, I feel. Ooh, I do like that. Oh, thank you for the headbutt. I appreciate it. Let's go with that, and like that. Oh, the black stripes is giving. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Save and exit. Begin task. Get on it, team. Bring me my raptors. Oh, buddy. Big snuggles? big snuggles. All right. We got a female and a male. Desired population 2. Seems good. All right. Out you go, team. Give me 9 seconds and we'll have some female raptors ready to go. Ready to show. Yep, that's me. You're needing me. I really appreciate it. All right. Release via airlift. We're going to airlift our raptors over to this enclosure. It's not the most comfortable way to play a game, having a cat clinging to you, but he's so happy, so loving. Do you want to go in an enclosure with the dinosaurs? Is that what you want? All right. Let's have a look-see. New viable genome, Oviraptor. I believe we have some scientists who are looking for breaks. Important morale management. And we can now research the Indoraptor. This is like one of the scariest looking dinosaurs I think I've ever seen in my life. The Scorpius Rex combines DNA from multiple dinosaurs and modern species, including the T-Rex and scorpion fish. Terrifying. Spinoraptor's cool though. I do like Spinosaurus. I guess, do we have the Spinosaurus dig site unlocked? Spinosaurus. Off you go, team. Oh. We'll have to make the enclosure perfect for our raptor friends in a moment. Won't we? Won't we? Yes. Yes, I love you too. Piscivore dig site's unlocked. Let's go to our expedition map. And we are looking for Spinosaurus. Perfect. Let's go get some from Tunisia. You. Off you go. And anyone who needs a rest can have a rest. Not a dictator. Off you go. And I think it's time to synthesize. No, don't quite have enough. Too many people are resting. Too many people are having breaks. They're holding up progress. Oh, yep. You snuggled in, buddy. You can't get any closer to me. He's like hitched up his back leg as well. Yes, you're good. Well done. Well done. All right.
Our scientists, and especially our PR team, will no doubt be delighted to have this dino in our collection. The Velociraptor is a real crowd pleaser. It's also among the cleverest of dinosaurs, so keep an eye on it. Seriously, because it is definitely keeping an eye on us.
Okay, you're good, buddy. You're good. Little less punchy.
Many natural systems
I don't have to put you on the floor.
some sort of hierarchy, and dinosaur behavior is no different. The outcome should be easy enough to identify from observation alone.
Oh, okay. Good. Off you go. Yeah. Oh. Thanks, buddy. Destroy everything on your way out? Alright. So let's go look at our raptors and check their environmental issues. They need cover, and they need water, and they need live prey. So let's get them live prey. That's easy. Let's get them a little bit of water. Wait, where's the water part of the water? Okay. There we go. Okay, some water is done, and then we need some cover. A fight has begun. They're fighting to see who the alpha is. Let's get them some cover. There you go, let's go. Some cover. This is the alpha velociraptor. So we got an alpha and we have a beta. And we need to think about some names for our raptors.
Our weather forecast has been updated. The snowstorm threat level has been raised.
The snowstorm threat level. That's not ideal. Let's have a look, see. Alright. Everyone's finished resting. So it feels like it's time to synthesize the Indominus Rex. One perfect Indominus Rex coming up. Scary, exciting, potentially lethal. Could be a bad idea, could be a good idea. Who knows? Select our egg. Needy, intolerant, aggressive, fit, strong, defensive. All right. It's aggressive. It's angry. Everything will go wrong if we let this thing loose. I think we got to begin incubation. How exciting. We've got this big arena for it, ready to go. What does it need? Cover, pasture, prey, water. All right. So I think for this one, we are going to go all the way around the edge here. Administrator has been successfully raised to maturity and is ready to release. Let us go pick up our Indominus Rex and release via airlift. Cover, pasture, prey, water. All right, we need prey for it. Live prey. Oh, there's a snowstorm, which is less than ideal. And we need cover. So let's go for some woodland, obviously. Giant redwood woodland. Yeah, that's good. You can see through it easily. I like that. Giant red woodland. Oh, I don't want it to block the view though from the viewing gallery, so we got to adjust that. Giant redwood woodland. All right. Now the snowstorm, and you know, a horrible, dangerous weather event is probably the perfect time to be releasing a phenomenally lethal dinosaur into our park. There it is, the Indominus Rex. So now we've got 2 raptors we need to name, and we have an Indominus Rex we need to name. That's a lot. That's a lot of naming we need to do. Let's have a look-see. This thing is aggressive.
There was a time where I had nothing but respect for the great minds behind this hybrid. The research it required, the careful genetic splicing of so many exaggerated predator characteristics. Now I respect its creators far less, but the Indominus Rex itself still demands awe.
It is a very impressive dinosaur. All right. I guess, does it count as a dinosaur, or is it more of like a monster? Like when you step past it, because like I've definitely seen things like this in Monster Hunter for sure. Oh, look at you. So big and scary. Big footfalls. You're agitated. Do you want to leave? Unfortunately, there's a snowstorm, so it's kind of hard for me to send someone to check on you.
Engine's failing on us.
The engine's failing on us. No. All right, well, I guess that's that. Agitated by the storm, not happy. Wait, the car's more likely to break down in the snow? This is a risky place for this car to be. You might want to get out of there, buddy. If you break down right now, you are not safe. Not safe. We had to trank a raptor. I think we want more raptors. Wait, does the Indominus Rex want to live with anyone? Do you like friends? No like species, dislikes everything. Oh yeah, that's not great. Down you go. Missing cover. I guess you haven't expanded your thing to include this. You need extra prey. You're hungry. All right, let's go with an extra live prey feeder. So there's one there, and we'll do one over this side and give you both. I feel very bad for this car that has broken down in the storm inside the Indominus Rex enclosure, which is basically the worst possible place you could be in a storm. All right, I want more raptors, I think. Synthesize Velociraptor. We'll send you team. 1 second worth of synthesis. You have negative traits. You all have negative traits. Off you go. Let's go male. Begin incubation. 4 seconds of incubation. Then we'll go drop you off in your enclosure and you can meet your friends. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, release via airlift, and in you go. And I guess we're gonna start thinking about our next kind of enclosure. I think it's time to do. Yeah, we can research this, I think. Yeah. Does anyone need a break? Any scientists looking for a rest? Yes. So we're researching that. I guess we probably start getting across medication. That seems like a good idea. Tuberculosis. Time to learn. And maybe we should build a medical facility to look after our dinosaurs. Alpine. Alpine paleo facility. All right. Compact alpine. Simple, small alpine MVU. This looks good. Small? I think it's to be small. This is huge. What are you talking about? If I put it like this, can I sneak it in? Nope. All right. Unidentified ailment discovered at the exact time that I was thinking about building a medical facility. That's crazy. What are the odds? I feel like I willed dinosaur maladies into existence. Where is the ailment? Over here. All right. So this part needs capture team 2. Needs a medical mobile vet unit. And I think we can probably just have one mobile vet unit do all of these, and that will be fine. Add an MVU team. Add an MVU team. How do you have environmental issues? You have so much space with so much environment in it. Look, just walk like a few more inches. I believe in you. That's dramatic music. Dallas is sick? What's wrong, Dallas? Dallas has rabies? No, Dallas! We need to research a rabies medication. But to research a rabies medication, then we need, why are you unhappy? Well, okay, hang on a sec.
A dinosaur is terrorizing your guests.
Well, that's not ideal.
Kind of disaster that I
So one of the Dilophosaurus got rabies, went feral, and destroyed a fence, and now we have dinosaurs loose in the park.
Well, that maybe extinct animals should just be left extinct.
What do we do? What do we do? I think we let them rampage. I think they've earned this. I also think maybe we should research a cure for rabies. You might be like, oh, but rabies is impossible to cure. Well, we can genetically engineer extinct dinosaurs, so we can probably cure rabies. Rabid dinosaurs, yeah. Delaney and the Patriarch have gotten loose. There's a rabies infection spreading through the park. I really thought the Indominus Rex was going to cause us problems, but it turns out it's the rabid Dilophosaurus that are. So what do we do? What is our plan? I think the first things that we're going to do is we're going to go to our emergency shelter. We're going to open the shelter. We're going to go to our ranger team, wherever they may be. Because I know from experience that to cure rabies, you need to take a photo of a rabid dinosaur. So we're going to take direct control. All right. Get out of my way, people. Whoa, there's a dinosaur. There's a loose dinosaur. This is not good. All right, oh, Dylan now has rabies? Delaney has rabies? Oh my god, this is bad. This is very bad. All right, teams, we need to move. Where's the rabid one? There it is. Photos taken. Submit. A sprain has been diagnosed. All right, I need to research rabies vaccinate medication. There's a lot happening all at once. All right. We need to get that fence repaired. We need to track these loose dinosaurs. Oh my god, Delaney, you maniac. Guest fatality has gone viral. Footage of a recent outbreak is spreading fast and it could be a big issue for the site. It's unfortunate, but these things do happen. We can't pay out for every tragedy. I sure hope someone deals with these rabid dinosaurs, hey. It's not gonna be me, but someone should get in there and deal with this. Whoa! I think he's dead. I'm not taking control. We need to track these dinos. Okay, one sedative applied. Second sedative applied. All right, we got another one over there. All right. Let's go take you out as well. A fight has begun between Dylan and the mother. All right, I believe all the wild dinosaurs are now sedated, so we are going to send out transport teams to bring them all home. Right. Well, that was a minor disaster, but it could have been worse. Our park rating has dropped drastically. Dinosaur welfare, incident prevention, safety rating, and publicity have dropped drastically. It turns out that successful dinosaur park requires dinosaurs to not be running loose, killing the guests. But hey, you know, you can't win them all. At least we got some happy raptors. Honking, doing their little thing, being cute. I think we're getting close to the end of the stream for today. My voice is starting to run out. And I feel like a rabid Dilophosaurus outbreak is a good spot to end on. All the choppers flying out to return the Dilophosaurus to their homes. Yeah. So I think we will save there. You save. Pull a stream save. And we'll be back probably real soon for more streaming in the near future. Thank you for coming out and joining me. I know it's been a little while since we did this. Hopefully it's going to be slightly more regular going forward. Probably be back in the next day or two. You know, we have a Discord. The link is underneath the stream. I'll also just chuck it in the chat real quick if you want to come join and follow along with when we're streaming and chat about what games are going to get played on stream and join in on the polls and things. Thank you for the follow, Pastel Bun. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's really good to be back. Hopefully over the next week or so, my voice will keep healing from the surgery. I've only had my speaking privileges back for 4 days, so it's still very scratchy and very new, and it's a work in progress. But you know, part of the rehabilitation is to talk a lot. Streaming, great opportunity to just kind of chat away. Probably need to plan ahead and make sure I have glasses of water on hand, but yeah. So thanks for coming out, and I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Thanks for joining us.